Thank you.
Senator Keogan, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Minister, you're very welcome into the Chamber this afternoon. I want to thank you for being here this evening for the introduction of the Gradam Uachtaráin Bill 2023, which we believe will be a significant step towards recognising the exceptional contributions that are made by women and men all over this country, and indeed the world, to the continued prosperity and culture of Ireland and the civic health and well-being of its people. While we certainly celebrate such people as a country, there has never been a formal mechanism for recognising the achievements of Irish citizens or others within our borders who make a great contribution to the state or our society in general. As we continue on with the decade of centenaries, harkening back to the formation of the state, myself and my colleagues felt that now would be a fitting time for Ireland to begin jointly celebrate the people who go above and beyond in helping to make this country a better place to live in and belong to. Of course, we can go no further without acknowledging that this bill is the singular vision of the late, great Fergal Quinn, who introduced the Gradam Uachtaráin Bill in 2015, just 4 years before his passing. All of us in this House will be aware of just how great a politician Senator Quinn was, and a great businessman, and above all, a great man. Admired by most and respected by all, Fergal was a genuine lover of people, which is surely the partial genesis of this bill. He was a prolific legislator, authoring 17 private member bills during his time in this House and leaving his indelible mark on Irish law. From the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Bill in 2003 to his Construction Contracts Bill in 2010, Fergal was constantly at work to improve the running of this country and the lives of the people in it. The precursor of this bill lapsed in 2016 with the dilution of the Dáil and the Seanad, and Fergal never got to see it through the Houses. Today, I, along with the selection of my colleagues from the Seanad Independent Group, put before the House a minorly updated Gradam Uachtaráin Bill 2023, through which we can realise Fergal's vision for an Irish state which explicitly celebrates the selfless contributions that are made every day by good people serving their communities. When it comes to recognising the achievements of citizens, as well as the contribution of others, we should not be dependent upon the grace and generosity of other nations to award Irish people who do something exceptional, or people who do something exceptional for the state. The purpose of the bill is to provide a mechanism in order that, in appropriate circumstances and using the very strict criteria laid down in the bill, the state can, in a very public and dignified way, honour not only the achievements of its citizens, but also the achievements of people from other nations. I understand that An Taoiseach Leo Varadkar has expressed concerns regarding the constitutionality of the proposed Gradam Uachtaráin honours system on account of Article 40.2, which provides that titles of nobility shall not be conferred by the state. Senator Fergal Quinn, however, addressed this point 7 years ago through a short history lesson. In December of 2015, at the second stage of the bill, he said, "It's been pointed out by Mr Jim Duffy that the drafter of the Constitution, Mr John Hearn, was careful on Eamon de Valera's instruction to leave open the possibility of the introduction of an honours system that is totally unrelated to titles of nobility. Rather than ruling out an honours system, the Constitution left the door open for a system, and it could be argued that it was almost expected an honours system would be introduced at some point. The distinction between titles of nobility and an honours system is made clear in the subsequent Article 40.22, which clarifies that no title of nobility or of honours may be accepted by any citizen except with the prior approval of the government. One of the effects of this provision is to impose a restriction on the rights of a citizen to accept an honour, and it makes the acceptance of an honour subject to the government's approval. Section 11 of the bill gets over this constitutional hurdle by giving the government the power to accept or reject in full the list of candidates proposed by the awarding council. Senator Quinn also rejected the notion that a republic's own honours system was in any way rehashing of the giving of titles by a monarch, clearly stating that the public recognition of achievements does not compromise or dilute the values of a republic. I will now outline some of the key aspects of the bill. Section 2 defines the terms awarding council and minister, which are used in the bill. Section 3 enables the minister to make regulations for the variety of purpose. Section 4 provides for the establishment of an honours system to be known as Gradam on Uachtaráin. The honours system will enable the state to recognise the exceptional achievements of its citizens and also the outstanding contributions of others to the state. Section 5 provides that the recipients of the honours will be presented with a medal which may be worn on formal occasions and also an lapel button. Section 5 also provides that a person who has been awarded in honour of Gradam on Uachtaráin may use the letters GU after their name so as to indicate that the honours have been conferred upon them. This section also provides that the medal and the lapel button must be of a design which be selected by the minister following the holding of a public design competition. The explanatory memorandum goes on to state, Section 6 states that the honours shall only be conferred upon a maximum of 12 people per year, and that in any 1 year a maximum of 4 of the awards may be awarded to persons who do not hold Irish citizenships. Section 7 sets out the 6 broad areas of achievement in respect of which the awards may be conferred, and those areas are as follows: social and affordable affairs, education and childcare, arts, literature and music, science and technology, migrant and minority communities, sport, leadership and business. Section 8 states that the decision to award the honours of Gradam on Uachtaráin shall be solely at the discretion of the Gradam on Uachtaráin Awarding Council. No outside influence or interference will be entertained. Section 9 provides that the Gradam on Uachtaráin Awarding Council will have 9 members. Section 9 specifies the office holders who are to be appointed by the President of the Awarding Council. Section 10 states that the nomination of persons to receive the honour of Gradam on Uachtaráin may be made by members of the public. In order to preclude the possibility of political interference, as well as perceived or actual bias in the selection of candidates to receive the honour of Gradam on Uachtaráin, Section 10 states that the serving members of the Dáil and the Seanad must not engage with any member of the Awarding Council with the intention of influencing the making of the decision in relation to the selection of the candidate. The appropriate offence is also provided in Section 10 to ensure such unwelcomed lobbying is minimised. Together, these provisions are intended to prevent Gradam on Uachtaráin falling prey to cronyism, as we seek to steer clear of the favours for friends, models of honours systems seen in other jurisdictions. The bill continues in Section 11, indicates the criteria which the Awarding Council will be required to apply when considering the nomination which it has received. The Awarding Council will be required to satisfy itself that a proposed recipient of the honours has demonstrated exceptional achievement at a high level, or has made a valued contribution and above what might be reasonably expected in respect of one or more of the 6 broad areas of achievements which are listed in Section 7. In deference to the requirement contained in Article 42.2 of the Constitution, a list of the proposed candidates who have been selected by the Awarding Council to receive the award will be submitted to the Government for approval. The Government will not have the power to make or suggest amendments to the list of proposed candidates. Instead, the Government will have the powers to accept or reject in full the list of candidates proposed by the Awarding Council. Section 12 establishes January 24 as the time of the inaugural awarding of the Gradam on Uachtaráin. And finally, as Senator Quinn said those years ago, I am open to the bill being improved upon in order that we can agree to a sensible honours system that is acceptable to all and one, and that will reflect the modern and confident society we now have. I hope that all senators will fully engage the committee and report stages so that we can pass the best bill possible. Thank you.